Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been following my channel, you already have seen few more videos about this particular vehicle that I've been kind of glorifying for how underrated it is because of the durability and comfort. And this is a great winter beater vehicle, and in my case I am even enjoying driving in the summertime. Most of those vehicles already rusted out for the last, because this is 20 plus years vehicle, but mine is a good example that it still have zero rust because it is 2003, and I believe factory improved rust protection on the undercarriage after 2003, because all of the vehicles before 2003 that I've seen on the road, they are rusted out. Anyway, so I want to keep this vehicle for a few more years, and I want to protect my vehicle from rust, and that's why I did rubberized it from underneath already with the spray cans. And even though there was no rust, just maybe surface rust, that I cleaned it, but I thought that maybe I should take extra step of protection and install splash shields, because my vehicle never came with any splash shields. Maybe there is a splash shield on your vehicle, looks like this. This looks like an original design, but this is an aftermarket part. I could not locate original factory splash shield for this vehicle any longer. Maybe if I would request it from Germany, maybe I had better luck, but I didn't want to overpay, and I decided, well, since this is just a piece of plastic, and what's the difference if I'm going to go with an aftermarket like this? So this one I ordered from eBay. This is a Polish company that manufacturing those, and they looks like they're doing really good job. Plastic is really thick and really flexible, so hopefully it's going to last longer than original, but time will show. Now, from what I understand, this piece was originally installed on those SUVs, but I did not see any options for two more pieces like this Polish company is offering. So I was glad to see that I can cover more than just under the engine. I was glad to see that probably more than half of my vehicle will be protected, and that is my goal. So this is how it came, those three pieces, and if you look closely, originally it came with a really smooth surface. So I decided to rubber coat it to eliminate any road noise or some maybe hollow effect or rattling. So I use this spray on vibration damping and sound control can. I cannot say that this is the best quality. Probably next time, if I would be deciding between any other brand, I would go with something like this, because this one, to me, it looks like it's sticking to any surface and it's grabbing really good. So even that, to be sure that it's going to stick to such a surface, I sanded those two panels before I applied that deadening spray. Originally I thought that maybe I should apply this sound deadening material, which is sticking, has a really good very sticky from the behind, and it's supposed to dump dump all of these sounds and vibration from the road. But well, because in the winter time there is lots of salt on the road, I was afraid that this salt and water going to make it peel off. So I applied that spray. Obviously I'm going to sand this one and coated and will be ready to install on my vehicle, so I can protect my undercarriage for few more years, and maybe it's going to give me some better mileage because it's going to have a better aerodynamics. I don't think the sound is going to be is going to eliminate more sound from the road. This, by the way, this vehicle is pretty quiet, like for this model and for this year. I'm enjoying the way it is. I don't hear much of a road noise. Maybe because the tire size is pretty big. This is 65, so pretty big cushion on those tires, and that's why I don't feel any road noise. But maybe with this, with those 3 panels and with that rubberized coating, maybe it's going to be even more quieter. So alright, so let me finish coating this last panel and put car on a lift, install it, and show you how it looks from the underneath and how much undercarriage is going to protect. Okay, so I'm starting to show you from the, basically from the middle. So this last splash shield is covering transmission pan, and it's doing very good job, I would say. Molding is done pretty good. Maybe same as original, I don't know, I never seen original one yet. Now this middle piece is covering front differential and steering rack, so it's also doing a great job, and the molding is all around, covering very well. Now the front piece is the one that gave me a little bit of complications, because, let me show you from this side. So here we have a clip, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I had to make extra L-shaped bracket because it was pretty rough shipping from Poland to North America, and there was a crack in this piece. I applied some epoxy glue, and I also wanted to reinforce with an L-shaped aluminum bracket just in case. Anyway, so this is number 3 and this is number 4. As you can see, blue paint all around the frame because I had to drill slightly bigger holes. So the original holes were 9mm and I've been drilling to 10mm because I found pretty heavy duty fasteners, and I decided that it's worth it to make extra millimeter diameter so that heavy duty clip is going to hold it in place. And that blue paint is to prevent rust. I did the same here, as you can see, blue paint, and I did the same here. So basically front and the last one I had to drill bigger holes because it was 9mm. But somehow this middle splash cover was 8mm, so I didn't have to drill nothing, and I had 8mm clips that securing very well. Okay, now about the complications. What I did not know, that front holes don't have nothing to attach to, so it's empty. There is no metal underneath from both sides. And this is partially my mistake because I am assuming that European bumpers have different brackets that hold in front radiator, or different brackets that hold in the bumper. So that's why those holes are not that good for North American ML W163 body. For this reason, I had to make an aluminum bracket, as you can see right here in the middle, and secure one end with a bolt, another one with a fastener, to prevent this splash guard from flapping. So I secured it on the middle instead of on those two holes that are not good for this vehicle. Other than that, I really like this splash guard. I really like it because, as I said before, it's going to protect my vehicle from rust, from salt, and maybe it's going to keep my engine warmer for a little bit longer in the winter time. Aerodynamics, maybe. Soundproofing, maybe, but the most important was for me is to prevent my undercarriage from all of the water splashes. You know, snow, when snow is melting because of salt. And yeah, corrosion is a big deal on those vehicles. So my vehicle is already sprayed on all around, all the way to the end. So it's good condition for 23 years old vehicle, and I'm planning to keep it for longer than that. Well, that's it. I hope that you like this addition. Well, for some of you, maybe it's not the addition because you have original splash covers. My vehicle never came with any of them, so I never seen the original ones. And if you guys have same vehicle and you have original splash guards, let me know if you also have 3 of them or just one on the middle, because I could not locate any part numbers for the front one or for the last one. I could locate only the middle one, and it was not even available to order. Alright, I'm going to paint it over with black paint, so it's going to not, so that aluminum is not going to be that visible anymore, and all good. Thanks for watching my videos, guys. God bless you. Bye.